Hello, my name is Jonathan Tompkins. I am a United Methodist pastor in South Carolina, currently serving Travelers Rest United Methodist Church in beautiful Travelers Rest, South Carolina. I want to share with you scripture from Matthew's Gospel. This is from the Message translation. It is Matthew 11:28 through 30. Jesus says this to us: Are you tired, worn out, burned out on religion? Come to me. Get away with me, and you'll recover your life. I'll show you how to take a real rest. Walk with me and work with me. Watch how I do it. Learn the unforced rhythms of grace. I won't lay anything heavy or ill-fitting on you. Keep company with me, and you'll learn to live freely and lightly. I have joined the Hinton family really only recently, in the past 3 or so years. I got to know Hinton through a friend of mine, the Reverend Karen Cleaver, who works there now, but she and I were actually ordained together here in South Carolina. And she has since moved to join the Hinton family. She made me aware of Hinton, and I went to visit a few times, and lo and behold, she made me a Hinton ambassador for South Carolina. And so now I'm privileged to sing the praises of Hinton to my fellow clergy folks and other folks around. And I have come to Hinton several times now for retreat. Using it as a kind of almost a forced Sabbath time for me. You might be like me, where sometimes I find it hard to follow God's command to practice Sabbath when I'm here, when I'm in the midst of my everyday. And so getting away to Hinton kind of forces me to get out of my routine and to really reflect and rest while I am there. I took a renewal leave a couple of summers ago. It was the first time in 18 years of ministry that I took a leave like that. They recommend every 5 years you do some kind of sabbatical leave. And so finally, after 18 years, I heard Jesus's words, and I answered him, "Yes, Jesus, I am tired. I'm worn out. I'm burned out on religion, and I need a time of renewal." And so I took a 5-week renewal leave with the blessing of my church and my congregation, and I began that renewal leave at Hinton. Stayed in one of the Hermitage houses, the Hermitage house that is closest to the hiking trail that goes up to the mountain chapel. And it was such a wonderful way to begin this time of rest. Sitting on the porch of my Hermitage house, just sitting and listening to the sounds of the woods. Hiking up to the mountain chapel, taking a book with me, a book that I wanted to read, not because I had to read it for something, but because I wanted to read it. And sitting up there, looking at the cross and just being there. Walking down to the lake, sitting by it, looking at that cross in flame that's right there at the shelter. But then hopping in a kayak and going kayaking. Praying inside of a chapel, inside of a sanctuary, where I did not have to lead worship for any reason. I could just sit and be. Just being able to be at Hinton and be was such a wonderful thing for me. And so even though my roots at Hinton aren't very deep, they're only about 3 years worth of growth, it's allowed me to start to put some roots down. And that particular time, that beginning of my renewal leave, really started making my fruits regrow. After 18 years of ministry, and after answering Jesus' question that yes, I was a little bit burned out. Being at Hinton, just being able to be, started to renew me and started to cause new fruits to grow. And so I'm still here. I'm still a pastor. I came back from that renewal time renewed and refreshed and ready to go, and was no longer so burdened. I was renewed and refreshed. And I want to thank you, Hinton, for being one of the places that I can go to get away to be with Jesus and recover my life.